elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game.
Good luck, my boy.
It'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The inside handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
When you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Going to run it. It's Hardy. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Breaks into the open. Ball down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to 31. The Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give on the option. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Back to throw, it's Green. It's complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. It's complete on the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Tigers are in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that.
Intercepted, number 19. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Green. Gets it out fast. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit outstanding athletes at that position. This guy is no different.
Moving out of the pocket. Trying to make match. Oh, he's got some space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Arkansas.
And the offense continues to run the football. A 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Pocket breaking down. Got room at the 35. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
On the run, it's Hardy. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period, first down here. Hand off from the gun. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Missouri wants to go fast.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Inside the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions in the first half of this game. He's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere. An absolute baller.
Give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Got a man. It's Washington. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Green. They've got the screen set up. There he goes. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the shotgun, the inside give. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
And the Razorbacks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Green. Throws to the wideout. Already find a hole in that secondary. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps, they're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they are going to be gassed.
The Razorbacks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. The give to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
On third down, he drops to throw. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Good right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Coleman. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Hardy. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Looking downfield on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it on the outside. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Makes a grab on the left. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. Now, I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting...
Driving for the goal line. Loose football. Touchdown, Tigers. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon. in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
A lot of time left to line up for an onside kick. I mean, you're risking giving up really good field position. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Send that offense back onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to...
Turning it on! And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big game for the offense.
Showing off the arms. Picks up the first down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Bringing the heat. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
You got to love this guy's speed, and obviously throughout his football career, it's paid dividends for him, but this ain't high school anymore. You just can't outrun everybody like you used to back on Friday nights. This defense...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking...
Got some room to run. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Missouri wants to go fast. Leaves it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Hardy. Crosses the 40. At midfield, he's got room. Touchdown, Missouri! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Green. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. Running to Green. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Looking for a push on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to pass. It's Green. With the catch, it's Washington. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. What a nice job getting rid of the football, not only avoiding the sack, but getting the nice gain.
And taking a shot, getting hit as he throws it, showing some toughness, but going through his progression, he couldn't find anybody open, finally went to his running back, got him the football, and he did the rest.
And an empty backfield here on second and short. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
Got it in the middle. It's Washington.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Razorbacks line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Quarterback making checks. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Breaks into the open. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the run. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
The running back has it. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. We reach the brink. Arkansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Missouri gets to the line quickly. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Missouri comes up with a first and goal. He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he rolls into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Back to pass, it's Green. Throwing right. It's caught. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the fourth. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Looking for a deep man. And he's got it inside the 35. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of it.
Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Quick release by the QB. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Wants to throw. It's Green. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, 1st down.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Looking for an open area to his left. Took a shot as he threw.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
It's good. Just over a minute to go in this one. They have the lead now to try to hold it. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Green. Moves around to clear up the vision. Slings it downfield. Got his man on the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force them. Lofts one high and deep. Catch inside the 25. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
And the Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left.
And that's what you told your running back. Hey, we're running the football up the middle. Put 2 hands on the football. Make sure you don't lose it. Square it up. Let's try to let this clock tick down as much as possible. And you're in an opportunity where you can kick the walk-off game-winning field goal.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Running back searching for a hole. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, that's nice by the running back there, showing you his experience and his self-control, because a lot of guys would have tried to bounce that football to the outside, but he understands the assignment. We're in the middle of the field. We need to stay in the middle of the field to give our kicker the best field position and angle possible to go and kick this game-winning field goal.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Arkansas.
And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Missouri.
And they decide to trot out the kicker.
On the field goal.
Nerves of steel. Right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been a